Red Sox update. Wednesday, May 8th, 2013. The Red Sox get thumped by the Twins on the nose after a 6-1 loss to the Twins last night at Fenway. The Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins played Game 3 of a 4-game series at Fenway Park tonight, and the Red Sox got off to a rough start as the Twins got off to a flying start in the top of the first inning on a 4-1 first inning here. As Justin Minot hits a grand rule double on a fly ball down the right field line as Joe Mauer scores and Charles Williams to third base, and the Twins take a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. And then Trevor Pulvey out in a sacrifice fly to center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury and Josh Williams scores it. Justin Minot to third, and it was 2-0 in favor of the Twins. And the Twins would double their lead to 4-0 on a Brian Duman homer on a fly ball to right center field on a 2-run shot, and Minot and Duman scores, and the Twins take a 4-0 lead in the top of the first inning. But the Red Sox would start their own round in the bottom of the first inning on a grand slam homer by Johnny Gomes, his second of the season. To left field that scored Gomes, Victorino, Dustin Pedroia, and Mike Napoli, and the game was tied at 4-4 apiece. And then Stephen Drew single on a fly ball to right fielder Oswaldo Arcia and Jared Stopback here scores, and Stephen Drew out at second. Right fielder Oswaldo Arcia to shortstop Pedro Florimon, and the Red Sox take a 5-4 lead through one inning. But at the snap of the finger, the Red Sox lead disappeared in a flash as Pedro Florimon homers on a fly ball to right field, and the game was tied at 5-5 apiece. And then Justin Minot on a sacrifice fly to center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.B. Carroll scores, and Joe Mauer to third, and the Twins would retake the lead at 6-5, and they never looked back. And the Twins hit break continues, and the Trevor Pulvey doubles on a fly ball to left fielder Johnny Gomes, and Joe Mauer scores. It was 7-5 in favor of the Twins. And then Aaron Hicks scores on a ground ball to center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, Trevor Pulvey, and Ryan Dubin scores, and Oswaldo Arcia to second, and the Twins will take a 9-5 lead. And then Pedro Florimon on a double to fly ball to center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury as Oswaldo Arcia scores, and Aaron Hicks score as the Minnesota Twins put a 7th spot in the second inning in the top of it, and they lead it 11-5. But then the Red Sox would get a run back on a Shane Victorino homer on a fly ball to left field fence. His second season, and the Red Sox were down 11-6. And then in the top of the fourth inning here, Pedro Florimon grounds into a double play. Second baseman Dustin Pedroia to shortstop. Stephen Drew to first baseman Mike Napoli. Right fielder is Ryan Duman scores. Oswaldo Arcia to third, and Aaron Hicks out of second as the Twins would extend the lead to 12-6. And in the top of the fifth inning, Trevor Pulvey singles on a ground ball to left fielder Johnny Gomes. And Joe Mauer scores and was 13-6 in favor of the Twins. And then Oswaldo Arcia doubles on a fly ball to left center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, and Trevor Pulvey scores. Ryan Duman to third base, and it was 14-6 in favor of the Minnesota Twins. And then in the bottom of the seventh inning, Johnny Gomes out on a sacrifice fly to left fielder Josh Williams, and Dustin Pedroia scores, and the Red Sox trim the Twins' lead as they trail the Twins by a football score touchdown at 14-7 Minnesota. And then in the bottom of the eighth inning, the Daniel Nava out of the sacrifice fly to center fielder Aaron Hicks, and Stephen Drew scores and was 14-8 in favor of Minnesota Twins. But the Minnesota Twins wrapped up one more run as Justin Minot out on a sacrifice fly to center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, and Jamie Carroll scores, and it's Joe Mauer to third as the Minnesota Twins blow out the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park tonight, 15-8, as the Red Sox fall into a tie for first place with the Baltimore Orioles for first place in the American League East. Tomorrow night, the Red Sox and the Twins play for one more game in a 4-game series as John Leckie 1-2 on the mound for the Red Sox, while Kevin Correa on the mound for the Twins. Okay, let's take a look at the Major League Baseball scoreboard here. As 3 games playing in action in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's the Texas Rangers over the Milwaukee Brewers, 4-1 in the bottom of the 9th inning. In the top of the 8th inning, it's the New York Yankees and the Colorado Rockies to a 2-2 tie. And in the bottom of the 3rd is what the Arizona Diamondbacks and Los Angeles Dodgers to a 0-0 tie through the bottom of the 3rd inning. Okay, the final scores. It is Atlanta over Cincinnati 7-2. Seattle edging out to Pittsburgh 1. Seattle edging out Pittsburgh 2-1. It was St. Louis nipping the Chicago Cubs 5-4. San Diego blinking Miami 1-0. It was San Francisco 4. Philadelphia 3. Washington 3. Detroit 1. Baltimore over Kansas City 5-3. Cleveland 4. Oakland 3. It was Chicago White Sox over the New York Mets 6-3. It was Tampa Bay 10. Toronto 4. And it was Houston 3. Los Angeles Angels 1.